Brightest blessings, everyone. I'm actually doing yet another response video to someone I've been subscribed to for quite a long time, and I really don't do a lot of response videos for her. But her name is Steph Stance, and anyone who's gay likes to watch videos from people in the gay community. She is really a great person to watch, and I do highly recommend her. And hopefully I will have my video attached to hers. If not, the link for the video that I'm speaking about will be over here to the left, I think. Yeah. Okay, over there. It'll be over there. Anyway, she did a video entitled Closet Dwellers. Now, with this particular video, I agree and yet I don't. Okay? Steph is really kind of upset that people are not coming out of the closet, and she's kind of yelling at him for it. And I agree with her in the fashion that, people need to come out. People are demonizing homosexuality simply because no one knows that they're all around. Okay? People are demonizing homosexuality because they think that they're just a little small, minute population over there somewhere. Has nothing to do with most normal mainstream people. And if everybody came out of the closet as being a lesbian, as a gay man, bisexual, then people would realize, hey, there's a lot more people, and maybe, especially with the bisexuals or partially bisexual, or not partially bisexual, but bisexual to some manner, even bi-curious, I really don't think that we're a minority, and I don't. And if we are, certainly not nearly as much of a minority as most people think that we are. We're a pretty good chunk of the population, and we're never going to be treated as such. People aren't even going to know if we're a minority or a majority if people don't stand up and say, "Hey, I'm gay." But I can understand where people are coming from. Okay, Steph, you need to chill. Love you to death, but you need to chill. I was born and raised in, well, you would think it wouldn't be hard for me to come out at all because I was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area of California. In fact, just 25 miles south of San Francisco. Now, it was extremely hard for me to come out of the closet because of the family that I came from. I've known that I was a lesbian ever since I was very young, since you get your very first crush. But I never came out of the closet until I was 25, and even then it was really hard. But I knew it was important, and so I made efforts to get my ass going and get out of the closet. And because it took so long, and because it was so tough for me, I made a vow to myself that I would never, ever lie about it again. Now, sometimes you're put in situations where you can't come out of the closet, or you shouldn't be so obvious. And in that case, I'm not. But I won't lie about it. And I'm not gonna say, "Hey, hi, I'm Deb and I'm gay," or act all butch or whatever. But if someone asks me, if I feel that I'm in danger, my job, or whatever, I'll probably say, you know what, don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answers to. And if they still continue on with it, no, I'm not going to deny that I'm gay. I also have a situation like that I have to deal with, not being gay, but being pagan. They have a term, coming out of the broom closet, and it's quite similar, actually. And again, as with being homosexual, because I was in the closet for so long being a lesbian, that vow goes to being anything that most people don't consider normal, whether it be racial, sexual preference, religion. So if I feel that someone's going to ask me a question and it's going to put myself in jeopardy, whether it be job-wise, or me losing something of mine, I will tell them straight out, do not ask questions that you do not wish to hear the answers to. However, if they ask again, I will be truthful. I will not lie, and nor should I or anybody else feel the need to lie. Now, when I came to Arizona, I found out very quickly that the attitude is different around the country depending on what state you're in. Now, Steph, I know that you're in Texas, and I know Texas is the biggest, state in the continental United States. However, so therefore you got some places that are not too accepting and other places that are just as accepting as San Francisco. It's a wide variety, it's a wide range. When I came out to Arizona, I worked in security, okay? And when I came out from California, I had about 3 years of security experience under my belt. And I wasn't just a typical security officer. I was not the brainless body that they had in security. Okay, I actually had superior training. I had court procedural training. I had a lot of different training that most security officers don't have, and I actually, put two and two together, and I think, and so therefore, my security services were highly sought after. Um, my sergeant and my lieutenant in my new security job in Arizona loved me to death. I mean, I was the security officer that could do no wrong. I mean, it was great. Okay, I had them begging me to start studying up to take sergeant's exams and lieutenant exams when I had been there long enough, but to start studying now. And then it came to a situation where it slipped. It's not like I was hiding it or anything, and pretty much anyone that wears those uniforms that's a woman kind of looks butch because you look like a cop in those uniforms. However, my girlfriend at the time was looking for a job. She was looking for a job in the electronics industry, and my lieutenant had set up an interview for her, and the guy was expecting a man to come to the job because my girlfriend's name is Dawn, and Dawn could be Dawn, D-A-W-N, female, or D-O-N, male. And he was expecting a male to come to the interview. So I had told my boss, just because I didn't want her looking like an ass. Well, overnight, I went from a number one security officer that could do no wrong to the security officer that could do nothing right. I was routinely harassed at my work through my boss. I couldn't go to my boss because it was my boss doing it. And I ended up quitting because I just couldn't handle it anymore. You don't realize that in certain states, it's perfectly legal to do so. And Arizona, where I am, is one of those states. Now, in California, when you get hired and you sign all the paperwork and everything, and it tells you what you cannot be discriminated against for, sometimes they have sexual orientation and sexual preference, and sometimes they don't. And it doesn't matter because it's a state law. Okay, in Arizona, it's perfectly legal to harass and even fire someone due to their sexual preference.